Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Super Feeler podcast. My name is Lori, and I'm literally so excited to be joined today by Rakesh Kumar, who is the person who is walking across Canada for borderline personality disorder awareness. We've been trying to go back and forth for like months, trying to coordinate just because of his walking schedule and my work schedule. And we finally made it happen. So, Rakesh, welcome to the podcast. I'm so excited to get to know you better. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, just starting off?
My name is Rakesh Kumar, and I had BPD. So I was diagnosed in 2023 in a CAMH Hospital, Toronto.
Okay.
So they diagnosed. That's why the walk is from Vancouver to Toronto to end up in a CAMH Hospital.
Amazing.
That's how it's correlating. Yeah. So I'm doing a walk. It's been I started on 1st of June.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been 3 months. I'm walking and meeting nice people. I met some people who are like having struggling with BPD.
Oh, really?
Listen,
Awesome.
there, yeah, I met many people like on the way, and they told me their stories, and I told them that the suffering and pain and everything is validating. I'm walking
Yeah.
for them, and they get like kind of encouraged with that. That's
Yeah.
my story is going on, and it's still gonna go far. I don't know how long.
Yeah, I absolutely love your Instagram page, Healing with Every Step. I'll tag it in the notes, but it's so inspiring to see all of the people along your journey that have helped
Yeah.
you, like, given you food, water, all these things that you've
Oh,
just got
it's
to meet
amazing. Yeah, I
strangers.
can't even explain it. Yeah, they like
Did you know
kind
that was
of.
going to happen?
No, I was in BC, and
Yeah.
so this when I started, like nobody was helping. To be honest, like I
Mm,
didn't find any sponsor, nobody. So the thing is, like I had that thing, like that suffering and pain. I had that struggle. I can't be like stopped by this because I
hmm.
don't have money. So I start
Right.
stopping without money, like zero penny. I started from
Yeah.
home, so while walking in BC, it was hard time. Nobody was like recognizing, and but there's some people like who were helping me on the way. There's one girl in Creston. She had a BPD, and I
Okay.
met her, and she helped me a lot with that. And she was like, "Okay, somebody is doing something for BPD, and we are getting like recognized and something." And I was very really happy with that.
Hmm.
And by the time I entered in Saskatchewan, the scenarios totally changed. The
Mm.
truckers, oh my God, they're like, kind of amazing guy. Everybody's stopping,
Really?
bringing food. And even like when start walking in the morning, if somebody's coming from Tim Hortons, so they're going to
Yeah.
call me, hey, bro, we are bringing a coffee for you. Just
Oh
wait
my
and they're
gosh.
going to stop. That's how it's like working.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love it. That must feel so good just to get that connection of like strangers seeing what you're doing and admiring it. And yeah, I can't even imagine how powerful that must be.
Yeah, it's amazing. Even in my community, like, the Punjabi guys, Sikh
Yeah.
community. So
Yeah.
there's very like nobody knows about BPD.
Yeah.
But now, by the way I'm walking, and everybody knows about what BPD is, and they're getting aware of it, and they also like there's a lack of mental health awareness, and they're
Hmm.
also getting connected with them. I'm happy for that, and I'm meeting also other people going to towns. It's amazing experience. Like you meet new people, and the town's experience is different. I feel like I'm gonna settle down in town after that. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
learned. Like it's really peaceful. Nobody's bothering you, and everybody
Yeah.
knows over there. It's like kind of small community, and everybody's connected.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I think that one of the things that is the most important about your journey is that you're South Asian and that you're bringing awareness to your community because it is such a like cultural challenge, right? To just not talk about mental health at all.
Very,
Um,
very.
and the mental health challenges are there, right? Like we all know that like
Yeah,
they
it
they
is
cross
everywhere.
cultures. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that you're able to kind of have those conversations with other members of your community as you walk across. That's so cool. And so, speaking of that, I mean, are you okay if we talk a little bit about your own personal journey a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I don't mind
Okay,
for that. Yeah. Yeah.
awesome. So, you were diagnosed in 2023, so that was like 2 years ago. What led up to the diagnosis?
But the thing is, like, in a, I want to be open with that. Can we like talk a sensitive thing like societal about
Yeah,
because
totally.
yeah,
Yeah, we just
yeah.
don't go into like super detail, but
No,
we
no,
can
no, no,
totally
no.
talk
I
about
was
that. Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, yeah, yeah. The thing is, like, as we know, like in BPD, we do many attempts with the society or something like. So
Hmm.
that was the last time I did an attempt on me,
Yeah.
societal, and I don't know how I end up in Toronto Union Station. I called there someone. They
So
took
did
me to
you live
hospital.
in Toronto or
Yeah,
did
I
you live in
used to
BC?
I live in Brampton. I came
Oh,
last year
okay.
in 2024 in Vancouver.
That's so random. I'm going to really close to Brampton next week, and I've never been to Toronto in my life. So I'm going
Oh
to,
yeah,
yeah, Six Nations, like the reserve out there. I don't know if you've ever been there, but anyways, so random. I'm going to be like down the street from where you were apparently. So
yes, it
continue,
is. I'm gonna be
continue.
there
Yeah,
like in end of November. Yeah.
yeah,
So the thing is they took me to hospital. It's called CAMH.
yeah.
They're
Hospital.
like very specialist in it in mental health
Yeah.
and addiction. And before that, I went in Brampton Civic 7 to 8 times. They diagnosed me with every different single thing like depression, schizophrenia, and blah blah blah. And I used to be
Yeah.
like, okay, what's wrong with me? And the CAMH they kept me for 2 weeks over there,
Mm.
and the psychiatrists were really nice. And after 2 weeks, they told me you are struggling with a borderline personality disorder. They gave me a kind of booklet and I read about it. And then I came home. I checked every single symptoms and
Yeah.
everything was like resonating, and then I was kind of felt very relief because
Hmm.
now I know something is wrong with me. I know what's going on, because
Yeah.
before that I didn't know like what's going on with me. I was blaming myself, or maybe I was blaming others to what's going on with me in my life.
Totally. That's the thing, right? Is like the diagnosis is so validating. If you've been given all these other labels that don't
Hmm.
resonate with you,
Yeah.
then when you finally do hit something that resonates, you're like, oh my God, like I finally feel understood. And then you can actually find your community, which is so important for all of us.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. And how did your family, like, does your family know about your diagnosis? Was that a conversation that
Okay,
was
so the family wise,
easy?
it's kind of back home. We live in a village, and there's
Mm,
zero mental health awareness, and
yeah.
there's like in India, mainly in the community, if having any kind of mental health issue, there's just one label they give you, like crazy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no kind of certain diagnose or something. So my parents, they don't know what it is, what
Right.
BPD is, and
And they're still back in
nothing.
India?
Yeah, they're still back in
Oh,
India,
okay.
and they don't understand what I'm doing. But
Yeah.
they still support me. They said,
Nice.
okay, if you're doing something good, just do it with your heart, and
Yeah.
we support you with that. That's what I needed all the way.
Awesome.
They are understanding what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's too bad that they don't really like fully understand what's going on for you, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, they're still supportive.
But
That's
yeah,
really cool. Yeah, that's so awesome. So, so you live in BC, or like I know you're obviously in Winnipeg now walking, but you live
yeah.
in BC and you participate in BPD Society of BC
Oh yeah, yeah,
groups
yeah.
and stuff. Is that right?
They really changed my. Actually, the thing is, I was supposed to do this walk in October,
Okay.
uh, October
That would have been
2024. Yeah,
Oh,
that's why.
yeah, that would have been a bad call. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So in 2024, so I was just looking for sponsor. Then I use a lot of ChatGPT. So
Okay, yeah.
ChatGPT suggests means there's a BPD society in Vancouver. If you wanna
Yeah.
talk to them, and luckily I talked to them, and I was just looking for sponsor, but they told me we do have I didn't know there's any kind of thing like I never heard a word about peer support group, but they
Yeah.
told me about that peer support group. Then I start going over there, and when I see all people with BPD, I was like, okay, there's some people I can meet, I can talk about, and who can understand what's going on with me. And I started going, and I didn't miss any week, and it
Aw.
was awesome. Yeah, people in New West, I love those girls, and they helped me a lot with everything.
Yeah.
They're still connecting with me.
She's like,
They supported me and are still connected with me, and that's what
yeah.
I feel like a connection with them. They're amazing. They're helping me. They're asking me every week, how are you doing, kind of giving me emotional support whenever I need.
Which I feel like you must need because I mean, how much do you walk a day?
Around 40K.
40K a day.
Yeah, 40K a day, because I have
Jeez.
backpack. It's 30
I'm going to
hard.
translate this because I have a lot of American listeners.
Oh
I'm going to
yeah.
translate I'm going to translate this to miles for them. That's 25 miles a day, you guys.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
ridiculous about how many steps do you get? Do you track that?
Oh yeah, right now I have 4.5 million steps.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Are you really into exercise normally?
No, no,
Did you
no.
train for
Actually, the
this?
thing is no, no. I do this like I wanted to show that this you don't need like exercise or anything because
Just
the pain
perseverance.
and suffering has a power like
Yeah.
which can motivate you so much to do something like that because this
Yeah.
pain and suffering we're taking in wrong way. If we can use this as a power, so it can take us anywhere we want. That's what I want to show our BPD people to encourage them. Don't
Hmm.
struggle, so we can change. We can change the world together.
Yeah.
That's what my
And
motive is.
which is incredible. And like the perseverance, not only physically, but I feel
Hmm.
like I would assume mentally is even harder. The like loneliness that you might feel. I mean, I know
Oh
you're meeting
yeah.
all these people, but at the beginning, especially when you said in BC, there wasn't that many people connecting with you, like the loneliness and just like the, oh my God, what am I doing? How much
Yeah,
further do I have?
I used to cry when I wake up
Yeah.
every morning
Yeah.
in BC. For like 20 days I cried. I was like what the hell I'm doing this? I can't do this. But still like there's a kind of we have something inside that's
Yeah.
kind of willpower or something
Totally.
voice. So what happens like I will say like okay, just walk for 2 kilometers or 1 mile or as we say like 2 miles,
Yeah.
then stop. So when you walk like 1 mile, 2 miles, then the mind also picking you up. Okay, if you're walking this much, okay, we can walk all day. So that's how I
Yep.
used to grasp myself. But the hardest thing is like everybody's seeing a walking thing. But the hardest fight is at night when you're alone with yourself. That's
Yeah.
when everything comes up in your mind and you feel you have to face. But still in the morning, it's just a kind of willpower and it's just like a pain and this suffering. That's the one thing is like cleansing me. Okay, I want to show this to world that
Mhm.
this suffer real, this
Yeah.
suffering is real. Yeah, the pain is real. The people who are struggling with BPD, that's what my motive is like to show them how much pain someone have so he can walk that much. That's what the
Yeah.
reason is behind that.
Wow. That's so powerful. And it makes so much sense just to kind of some way to show that pain that we experience because it's impossible to understand the emotional pain of BPD without having it.
Yeah, I can understand. I used to cry a lot and in our community men's are like not meant to be cry. That's like big
Yeah.
stigma. So
Yeah.
when I used to cry I had to like kind of go in the corner or hide it to cry, because you can't
Hmm.
show, you have to pretend every time like when I so wear a mask to show community that I'm something else, but
Yeah.
inside it's always struggling. It's hard
Totally.
to live. Yeah.
Very. How old are you?
I'm 31.
30. Oh my God, me too. Cool. Awesome. So we're the
Oh,
exact same age. That's great. Yeah. Because I was gonna say, like, being diagnosed, so you were diagnosed at like 28, 29.
yeah.
That that's a long period of time of like
I
some of the
understand,
most
like without
turmoil.
diagnosing and struggling,
Yeah,
because it started from childhood. I was like around
totally.
7 or 8 when I started experience this kind of stuff. Like I
Mm,
didn't know that time because in our culture, like parents, it's not their fault. It's the parents who do best for their child. So every
right.
time the episode's gonna come, they're gonna take me to kind of priest or somewhere. So he's
Yeah.
gonna say like it's an evil spirit or something following him, and I was like, okay, man, why the hell this evil spirit is following me? Is she like that free?
Yeah.
And yeah.
What did I do
So
to deserve this, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what like you always feel like kind of burden on this
Yeah.
earth. That's how it felt all the time.
Totally. And were you in India at the time? Like when did you move
Ye-
here?
I came in like 2019
Okay, yeah.
in
So you were
here.
in
Yeah,
India like the entire time, basically,
entire
that you were
time. Yeah, you can
struggling.
imagine like how much suffered I have. Like
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And have you met since being here and like doing this journey and getting diagnosed? Have you met anybody in India or like online that has BPD? Because there are some
no,
people. There's a cool organization.
I met one girl
Yeah.
in here, like in BC.
Okay.
She was like 44 years old,
Okay.
and I can't tell where I met her. It's just kind
Yeah.
of
No, that's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, when I met her, she started talking to me,
Yeah.
and we like spoke like around 2 minutes, and then she started crying, and
Mm,
then I listened her story, her
yeah.
traumas, and I can't believe how much suffered she like in her childhood, and
Hmm.
there was nobody to support her, and she was like kind of made a kind of connection or something like when you make a decision like okay I am like that, I have to live like
Yeah.
that, and that was the hardest thing to kind of felt when I saw her. She's like, I have nobody. I like kind of made a decision. Okay, if my life is like that, I'm gonna live whole life. And she has like
Mm-hmm.
one child. She had a marriage, but in BPD, like relationship problems, and
Mm-hmm.
she suffered a lot with that.
Yeah.
She was the one only in my community. I met a girl who's like
Okay.
suffering with BPD.
I'm gonna have to connect you. The names of the people aren't coming to me right now, but I had interviewed for my old podcast a couple people in India who do BPD advocacy. And
Oh,
they
you
talked.
can connect me, please.
Yeah, I will 100%. I don't know why the name's not coming to me right now, but they had talked to me. This was years ago now. They had talked to me a lot about the stigma of they were going to
BPD.
university and talking about BPD in India and going like, people just don't get it. Like, you think the stigma is bad in Canada. Imagine how bad it is here.
Yeah, how much bad
Yeah,
it would be,
totally. Yeah. And it's so important to talk about because, yeah, I mean, again, this isn't like a Western North American problem. This is something like a strong
it's the
emotions and
biggest, kind of
suicide,
bubble. So we
huge.
are stuck around. So we have to pop that out so everybody can openly talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. Which you're doing such a good job of. Have you done any like DBT treatment or any treatment at all, like medication, anything like that?
Okay, so I just want to tell everyone my mission is I'm learning in a different way because I respect everyone, doctors and everything, but I want to give my BPD people like kind of gift. I'm going to write a
Mm-hmm.
book at the end. So
Yes,
how
amazing.
can we change if you're like because some people like me, there's a lot of people like with BPD who like feel like
Mm-hmm.
stuck. They said they don't wanna go to hospital every time on the things like that. So I wanna give them kind of way to get out of that kind of spiral thing, so we
Mm-hmm.
can live a happy life. That's why I'm studying mind and BPD. So that's my mission is that every night I see observe everything, okay, how it's like kind of moving me, how it's the thoughts and everything according to BPD. So I'm learning a
Mm-hmm.
lot and I'm journaling it. So at the end
Amazing.
I'm gonna write a book and tell everyone, okay, this is what we find out so we can change ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, well,
what mission.
and what's cool is a lot of what you're talking about and what you were talking about earlier around when you were in BC, you woke up in the morning and were just so overwhelmed by the concept of having to go for this walk. Go for a walk is a minimalizing statement, obviously, but walk 40 kilometers. And then you just were like, if I can make myself do 2 kilometers, then that's going to be enough. And then by the time you do the 2 kilometers, you continue. That in itself is like one of the skills you learn in DBT, right? So
Yeah,
you're
it is. Yeah.
naturally learning the stuff that you need about perseverance and distress tolerance and how to regulate your emotions and connect with people
Yes, yes.
without the therapy on paper, which is great.
Yeah, I didn't take because the DBT it's like long waiting list like
Yeah.
1 year. So
Yeah. Or very
I didn't
expensive in
I
BC.
didn't
Yeah.
even had like a proper psychiatrist. I didn't have any counseling to be honest, like zero.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
only persons changed me. It's like a BPD peer support group.
Yep.
They helped me a lot, kind of get up and learn about everything. And the support they gave me, I could never got out of that situation. And I still remember, like I was like in a kind of big, kind of episode. And Cassie, she's like over there, also a facilitator, and she
Yeah.
took me to hospital and
Mm.
hospitalized me over there. And I can't forget that kind of help when you
Yeah.
need. And she hugged me, and this kind of kind of emotions you don't
Yeah.
get all the time, and that's how they uplift me. And they also kind of they are the one behind the story. People like there's a lot of people behind the story. It's not me only walking, they are the all of
Yeah.
those walking with me because they are in my mind, and they are, I know I want to lift them up too. That's why I'm walking all
Absolutely.
the way.
And you are. I mean, this is the first time we've met. We've been emailing back and forth to
Yeah,
schedule this, but I have been following your journey since I found out about it, which was probably early on.
yeah,
And
it's the beginning. I used to still remember. Yeah.
and I'm so inspired by what you're doing. I can't even explain to you because you're you're not only bringing awareness online to like the people that need
Hmm.
it, but you're also bringing awareness to the strangers you meet on the side of the road. And that's actually that could be a very scary thing to just say to a random person in a truck, "Hey, I have borderline personality disorder," because you don't know what their reaction is going to be.
Because Have you heard that Dr. Otto? Because I study talk about a lot on BPD on ChatGPT. I research about it,
Yeah.
and the one thing that told me like you're not suffering enough to suit me. You remember that quote by Dr.
Mm,
Otto? So
I
the thing
don't
is like
know.
so what he says like. There's always a misunderstanding about BPT, like they're not suffering enough, or
Yeah.
they don't know how to explain enough, so they
Hmm.
are suffering. So people always misunderstood them. So
Yeah.
I tell every trucker I meet them like, please give their child the better childhood. So because it's all
Hmm.
came with traumas,
Yeah.
because they don't know about mental health, but I can tell them the way they can learn about mental
Yeah.
health and how to give a proper healthy childhood to a child, so they don't
Hmm.
get stuck in this mental health kind of issues. That's what
Totally.
I'm teaching every person I meet. I tell them like, do camping, do go to connect with nature, and give a best childhood to your child. That's the best
Hmm.
gift you can ever give to him, because we
Yeah.
didn't get it here, to be honest.
Totally. 100%. I mean, this doesn't come out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
I don't ever want to blame parents because I think parents are doing what they can and they're doing the best
Because
they can.
it's
No,
not their fault.
yeah,
It's
nobody's
because
trying to be a bad parent, but sometimes they didn't give us what we need. They
yeah,
probably didn't get what they needed, right? So it just
that's
goes
what I'm
back
saying. It's
generations and
just a
generations.
generational passing on, and my
Yeah,
parents, their parents, and their parents. So it's all passing on traumas. That's what we are doing.
exactly.
But
100%.
you and me, so we can break that chain of traumas, so we
Yeah.
can give a better life. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the hope, and I love that you're having those conversations on the road.
Yeah,
Because I think that's so important. Okay, two questions.
yeah,
One,
for sure.
for those who don't know Canadian geography very well, so you started in Vancouver, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay,
Vancouver, Delta.
Delta. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then so you would have passed me. I live in Abbotsford, so you probably drove, or you probably drove. You probably walked down this way up Highway 1. Is that how you're going?
Oh no, so I didn't walk on Highway 1 because it
Oh,
was
okay.
kind of dangerous.
Very,
So
yeah.
I took like very hard decision because I didn't know that I was like very isolated. I took Highway
Uh,
3, the
oh,
Cronest
okay.
Highway.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
From Hope to Fort of McLeod, I went to
Oh,
like
that is
from
a really
Hope to.
isolated highway. Oh my
That's what
gosh.
I'm saying. It was hard, but it
Yeah,
also made me like kind of also strong,
yeah,
because the more isolation, more I was with myself. So I learned a
yeah.
lot from myself. And from Fort McLeod to I took North Highway 2 to Calgary. So
Hmm.
then I went to Calgary to Highway 1, came here to Winnipeg. So now
Okay.
the thing is like my mind is changing.
Yeah.
I feel like we will do all walk across Canada, like not
Yeah.
even Toronto, maybe.
All the way
So
to
we're gonna, yeah, on
Quebec,
Newfoundland, yeah, yeah,
Newfoundland. Oh my
exactly,
gosh.
yeah.
You're
We're
gonna
gonna
see
make a
everything.
history.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
so
everybody
cool.
should know what BPD is, because I talk to medias
Yeah.
here. Have you seen that CBC Manitoba? I also
No,
like
I
did
didn't
an
see that.
interview over there. I also
Oh,
did an
cool.
interview there. Yeah, so now they know about borderline personality, because I find that mistake everywhere, because I told them BPD,
And they said
borderline
bipolar
personality, and they said bipolar, and I was
every
like, what the
time.
hell you guys like
I know.
doing?
It happens so frequently. It's so funny. It's like it's not that hard.
Yeah, I was like, it's not that high. It's just there's a big difference. It's by and
It's
border,
I
and
know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I told them like change it. It's like borderline personality disorder. It's not bipolar.
Yeah.
And then they changed, and then we did an interview.
Nice. Good. I'm so glad that you're getting the attention that you deserve. So we're gonna what is it? It's what day is it? September 10th right now, 9th right now. So
Yeah,
you are gonna get into cold season soon, right?
yeah. I'm gonna be in end of November in Toronto.
Okay. So you've mapped
Yeah,
this all out timing wise and you're on schedule and
I did. Yeah,
wow.
I'm gonna cross the border. Just like I'm walking. I'm started walking tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be in Ontario. I'm gonna be in Ontario 13th of September
Wow.
in 4 days, and then I'm excited because it's gonna be a fall, and it's gonna look amazing, new
Yeah.
scenic views. Yeah, that's why I'm excited for that Ontario part.
Well, and just I mean, even the heat. There were days where I was here thinking about you walking, and I was going like, "Man, it's hot out. I can't
Oh yeah, I was
imagine."
like, I had that, the neck all joined
Yeah,
up. because
Yeah,
the
I
thing is
bet.
like when you walk east, so
Yeah.
at 12
The
o'clock
sun.
you will see the sun is come on your neck, and it's like
Yeah.
no matter you how hard you like kind of
Sunscreen or
shadow
whatever.
it, but still like it's made it
Yeah.
damage. But I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I know the mission is bigger than my body, so we're gonna
Yeah.
make it. Yeah. So we're gonna show
Oh,
this world and everyone in Canada like BPD is real, and it's
yeah.
not kind of misunderstanding thing. That's what
Yeah,
my
it's
mission is.
I'm so happy. You're just like such an awesome human. And I'm just, I don't know, you're just so brave. And it's so awesome to get to know you. So, can you tell us about you're raising some funds? Obviously, you need funds to like do the rest of your walk. And then are you also raising funds for the BPD Society? I can't remember
Oh
the.
no! The thing is, like, I started to think raising fund, but the thing is, like, I didn't want to connect money with this walk, because
Mm-hmm.
when you connect money, you forgot the mission to
Yeah,
connect with
true.
the people. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm not against anything. It's just kind of way to connect with people, because when you connect with someone, when you say like, give me money, and I think it mind different thing. Later,
That's
he's
why
just
you're
kind
doing
of
it.
getting. So when you don't
Totally.
do any money thing, when you do awareness, then they get connected with it. It's like this guy need nothing and he's walking for nothing.
Yeah.
And then they get real connected with you. And I made connection, real connections. Like people here, you can't imagine like somebody booked a room here for a week
Yeah.
for me,
Oh,
and that's how
wow.
like they're helping me. Somebody gave me like $1,000, someone gave me like they're gonna buy me
Yeah.
stuff, everything. I don't know how they're giving money. And
Yeah.
yesterday the guy took me, he said like, hey brother, today's my birthday, and
Yeah.
he took me to he gave me a ride all in Calgary, and then we had a lunch together. Then he's like, I can't walk with you, but I wanna be part of your journey. He bought me shoes and everything, and that's
Oh,
how like
that's so
you can't
cool.
imagine like how people are helping me, and I can't even imagine like how it's like touching everyone in a different way.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that people are doing that for you just shows that the mission it hits home with so many people, right? Because
Yeah.
if it was some random cause that they didn't care about, they wouldn't be doing
Yes,
this.
that's
And if
really
you
good.
weren't such an awesome person too. I mean, you're obviously such an awesome person. So I know this isn't about money, but if there's people listening who are like, I want to support this journey. I
Yeah.
know that you've said raise awareness, share your like just like make talk about BPD as much as possible. The
Yeah.
people listening to this podcast already talk about BPD as much as possible, likely because that's why they're here. Can they? Is there anything they can do to support you other than
Yeah, the
that?
thing is like it's not like I am not supporting that. In my
Yeah,
Instagram, in Linktree,
yeah,
I put a
yeah.
like a donation thing for
Okay,
BPD Society's website.
yeah,
So I met some people. They called me. Okay, I donated money to BPD Society.
yeah,
I heard they like text me personally, said I donated the money to BPD Society. I was like, okay, thanks, man. Because I
yeah,
don't say, but they have open thing like they can open my link tree, and there's a website BPD Society of BC. There's a
yeah.
donation page, and they can donate anything, how much they can.
Yeah, well,
That's how it's like.
I'll include that link in the notes for sure. Is there anything they can donate to you personally to support your journey?
No, no, I don't want money to be honest. Like
Okay, fair enough. I'm
the
not going
thing
to
is
force
like
it.
I love people like when I get from a stranger. Like
Yeah.
it's very exciting. You're walking, and in the evening you don't know where you're gonna eat, where you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's what I
sleep.
don't get. Yeah.
So the thing is like when you go there, somebody meet you and he's like offer you food, somebody offer you space. That's what I like about that, kind of human touch, that
Yeah.
kindness that still exists in this world, and that's how I'm moving. And I never slept hungry in my life. In 3 months, without money, I
Wow.
started walking and never slept hungry. So
Yeah.
you can imagine how much kindness in this world still exists.
Which is needed. We need to hear that so badly right
Yeah.
now because it does not feel that way a lot of the time. So that's so inspiring. So, is there anything that we haven't talked about that you really wanted to talk about today?
I just want to say like we can connect on internet, and
Mhm.
just look at my journey.
Yeah.
I don't much speak in English because I kind of, to be honest, it's a second language, and
Yeah.
I sometimes kind of shy against camera, and
You don't
I
need to be
can't hear
shy if
my.
that helps.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I don't listen to myself when I record a video. I
Mm,
just like post it. I was like, okay, I want to hear it. People can
yeah.
listen it, and but I will try my best to connect
Yeah.
with also people who can speak English, and it's not my language, but I will try and
Mhm.
follow this journey, and we will go to Newfoundland one day, and we're
Yeah.
gonna make it, and we're gonna show this world what BPD person can do, and
Hmm.
what are they capable of, and that suffering, that pain, this is validated, this is real, so they are struggling. That's what I want
Hmm.
to show to everyone, so we can join on this journey. So it's not my journey now; it's all of us. So we can
Hmm.
walk together. Or if somebody's like on the way, so if somebody wanna walk with me just for a mile or two
Yeah.
miles, I would love to do that. Yeah.
Oh, that's
If
all. I would have
somebody,
loved
yeah.
to do that had I known. You were already past me by the time I ran into
Oh,
your page. But yeah, had I known that, I would have absolutely done that. Yeah. So
yeah.
on a lot of your videos it's in Punjabi, right? Is a lot of your
Yeah,
videos?
it is because I don't know how to handle social media. It's too much. Like somebody saying me, please post on TikTok, and somebody saying me post on video YouTube too, and it's getting too much. And I
It's
don't
so
have.
much. Yeah.
And it's sometimes when you walk around 25 miles, and
Yeah.
in the evening you have to set up a tent and everything with a backpack, and you have to cook by yourself, and then it
No,
feels
you
like,
have
okay, lay
other
down.
priorities other than TikTok. I very much
Yeah,
understand that. I don't walk 40 kilometers a day and I still don't have time for TikTok because I have things to do. You know what I mean? Like I think
yeah.
you post on Instagram regularly and it's amazing. Maybe I'll try and put this video on YouTube potentially.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And
If you want.
make
Normally I
it
don't, but
collab. We can do a collaboration too on
on
Instagram.
Instagram,
So other people,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely
So
do that so that that people can see this. And I love that a lot of your videos are in Punjabi because that's a community that we really need to hit and that
yeah,
isn't
it's
talked
really
about
needed
enough.
help because nobody
Yeah,
talks about there, and
yeah,
I know it's very hard to share. I still remember like when I used to, if you share anything like with them, sometime they like make fun, and sometime if you say like any suicidal thought, and they're gonna go away, far away from you.
yeah,
They're gonna say, okay, he's a problem for us,
yeah.
and that's the hardest thing to live with. And I never ever thought like it would have to end. It should not happen to anyone. It's very hard, and that's why I'm
Hmm.
like speaking mostly in Punjabi so they can understand like what BPD ends, and what other mental health issues are. Because I met many people. I met yesterday one guy, and he was like, I'm really struggling with mental health, and
Hmm.
so one of his friend died because of suicide, and I
Hmm.
still understand how hard it is. I told them like how to reach crisis lines and how to reach for
Nice.
help for 911, and so he was kind of amazed by that. I was like, okay, I didn't know about that. Now I can understand that
Wow.
if somebody needs help, I will help him with that.
Yeah.
So this is what.
And the fact that people don't know that, right? It's like to me, I've been mentally ill my whole life and I've worked in mental health for a long time. So I just assume that people know about crisis lines. Do you know what I mean? Like you just
Yeah,
assume that
I
that's
understand it. Yeah,
they may not know the number, but they know to Google it. But I
yeah.
guess not everybody does, right? So
No,
that's
that's
my
how I
own
found
bias.
first time like in my life. I found first time when I was like in Canada. I had an episode like suicidal. Like I typed on
Yeah.
I want to die, and on
Yeah.
Google it
And
says like
Google
posted
yeah.
it like so that's the beautiful thing they did in Canada. And
Yeah.
I directly called them. I was like, okay, I'm feeling suicidal, and they called 911. They brought me to
Mm,
hospital, and that's how it started all. And then I
yeah.
get to know, okay, what mental health facilities are there. And there's also in Brampton, we have like a Punjabi community. They give like weekly counseling over there
Oh
if you
wow,
need
cool.
it. Yeah, for BPD, and they have kind of DBT books. So they give
Yep.
you yeah, that's very beautiful over there. But most of our people, like in our community, it's very hard to tell them like
Hmm.
what BPD is and what mental
Yeah.
health issues are.
Yeah. I mean, it's even hard to explain what BPD is to people here. And
Yeah, it
that's
is because even in towns where we go, every town I go, like nobody knows about BPD. That's like kind of big
yeah.
misunderstanding thing. It was like, you guys don't know what BPD is. Like they was like, I don't know what it is.
I've never
So
heard of
then I
it.
tell
Yeah.
them, yeah, never heard of it, and I was like, okay. Then I have a pamphlet. I made it. So
Oh, nice.
write down every symptoms of BPD, what it is like. So I give them. I was like, okay, read this. If you know someone is struggling with these kind of symptoms, to tell them to go to get diagnosed, or maybe they can,
Hmm.
they don't have to struggle as much as I did.
Yeah.
So then that's how like I'm spreading a word.
Yeah. That's so you're also carrying around pamphlets while
Yeah,
you're
I
doing
do.
this
I
walk.
do. So I made
Oh
it
my
by
God.
myself. There was
That's
nobody
incredible.
helping, and I made it by myself. Like ChatGPT helped me a lot with that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I
Yeah,
want to make a
ChatGPT is
pamphlet.
amazing.
Yeah. So I want to make
Oh,
a pamphlet, and I made it. It's a trifold pamphlet, and
okay.
so it's amazing, and people are getting connected because I read my social media and everything over there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Well, my final question I always ask is,
Mhm.
what is your favorite part of having borderline personality disorder? And you can either say it in English or Punjabi or both if you want.
Oh, the favorite part is that kind of you see what people can't see.
Yeah.
That's what's the favorite part of, like, you see reality, like how mean this world is, when kind of you understand
Hmm.
what I mean. It's like, I'm not
Yep.
blaming anyone. How mean is this? Like, they don't understand, they don't see inside, they just prefer outside rather than inside. That's what's the hardest
Hmm.
thing in this world, to live with BPD. And it's also favorite because it's also motivated me to, I love that I had BPD. If I hadn't that BPD, I would never had walked that far, because that's the BPD has been moving me that far. And I
Yeah.
love about that. This is the favorite part, I have BPD.
Yeah. Amazing. I love that. Do you want to say that in Punjabi too for a clip or no?
Oh yeah,
You
for
don't
sure.
have to, but I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
you should.
No, no, no. Yeah. ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਭੈਣ ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹ ਬਾਰਡਰਲਾਈਨ ਪਰਸਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਡਿਸਆਰਡਰ ਆ, ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਲੋਕ ਸਟਰਗਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਲੋਕ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ 'ਚ ਪੇਨ 'ਚ ਨੇ। ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਦੇਖੀ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ। ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ, ਇਸ ਵਰਡ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧਾਈਏ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਸਕਣ। ਤੇ ਬਸ ਇਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਵਾਂ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। That's it. Yeah, it's Punjabi.
Amazing. I was like,
Maybe
I
you
don't know what
didn't.
you're saying, but amazing. Yeah. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Rakesh, thank you so much. It's been an honor to meet you. And
No, no, no. I want to thank to you. You are like a kind of big advocate for BPD. That's the amazing thing. You're doing a
thank
great
you.
job, and you're like saving many lives. So
Thank you.
I want to thank you for that, and thank you. But like, when I was nothing, you are the one who started following me. That asked me, and it's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
that's the beautiful thing in you. Yeah, you don't see, you see a person inside what he's doing, and that's the beauty you
yeah.
see. I love about
Uh-huh.
that. Thank you.
Oh,
It's
thank
really
you.
nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. I will be following your journey, as will everybody else. Thank you so much for listening to the Super Feeler podcast. This episode was recorded on the traditional and unceded territory of the Matsqui and Sumas First Nations. If you'd like to learn more about the Super Feeler podcast, share your story, or participate in the Super Feelers Club, which is our peer support group, it's totally free, virtual, and open to anyone who experiences intense emotions or has borderline personality disorder, please check out the link in our show notes or go to laurieedmondson.com. If you would like to support the show, we would very much appreciate it. There's an option to do monthly small donations at whatever denomination you'd like, and you get bonus content, extra resources, and extra connection to me throughout. That can be found on patreon.com/superfeeler, or again in the notes below. Thanks again, and have a great day.